Let's start by Dunkirk and what you discovered about the historical facts participating in this film. We can start with you, Harry, and then.
I think when you learn about Dunkirk at school, it's obviously not our finest moment in the war. So I think when you learn about it, it's often washed over. It's told kind of as this quick, almost fairy tale a little bit. I think through filming it was nice for us to delve into it a little more in terms of the human aspect of what it was, and obviously realizing that each little piece of chaos was happening to so many different people who were obviously individuals. So I think seeing it as more human stories rather than a statistic of people who kind of got home was really interesting for me personally.
Is that what you're most proud of in terms of the film? Obviously, it was quite an endeavor of a shoot, but it's so much told from the human point of view that it's very relatable.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a really important thing to do with a film like this, and I think that it's something Chris really wanted to do, is take out the political standpoint that there is in a lot of films about war, and really go personal and intimate with the men that were there, and kind of look at the resourcefulness and the tragedy and everything that is in this story naturally. He really wanted to explore it on a human level, on a personal level.
A particular set of skills that you acquire, obviously for you, something a little bit higher in the air?
I already knew how to do that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It was the acting part, but no. No, it was a real privilege to be able to learn all about that, and just fun to spend my time before shooting the film just learning about Spitfires. That's always great fun.
Harry, this being a new departure for you, were you most nervous about something in particular, or quite excited about trying out something so different?
I think I was pretty excited about trying something different. I think any time you can kind of get out of your comfort zone is a good thing, and obviously getting to work with such an amazing cast and crew of people who are amazing, and obviously with Chris. It's such a privilege to get to work with people who are so passionate about what they do. So I think you just have to kind of soak up as much of that as possible, and just use it as an amazing and learning experience.
And at some point, the camera is so much in your face that you kind of forget everything else, right? It's a very immersive experience, the way it was shot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think more than the camera being in your face, it was just the world around us that made it such an immersive experience. Everything's done for real. Chris is a big believer in doing things as real as possible, or with as little visual effects as possible. So there were real Spitfires flying overhead. There were ships floating just off the beach. They set dress a kilometre of the beach to look like how it would have looked. Dressed 1,300 to 1,500 extras in soldiers' uniforms. It's impossible to take yourself back to that time and try and imagine what they would have gone through, because it's such a particular thing, and I think until you're in the situation of a soldier, you can't really go there. But he, came as close as you possibly could, I think, with his...
Yeah, and we're all, types of stunts done by you guys. Obviously, maybe not the diving in the water, but what was the most challenging part physically?
No, we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did do that. The diving in the water, we did that. I don't know what was most challenging. It wasn't that challenging because there's all these people around us that, you're always going to feel safe because they tell you, they're ex-special forces or something like that. So it's very easy to give yourself over and not be scared. I don't think we were ever in danger at any point, and nothing was ever too hard, because we're shooting a film at the end of the day.
What were you most proud of in achieving this role and being part of it?
I think it's such an important piece of history that obviously is looked over, like we said earlier, and getting to be part of a story like this, obviously that happens to be told by a director like this, is I think we're all kind of quite proud to just be involved in such an amazing project, really. I kind of, before we'd even started filming, was quite excited to watch it. So yeah, I think it's just any time you kind of get to be a part of something that is telling something that's so much more important than your personal feelings of kind of, you know, that doesn't really go past just doing your bit for what the main focus is, really. That didn't make sense.
The sum
Yeah,
total of, I get what you mean. The sum total of the project was more important than the individuals, I think, massively. This thing is like wholly about all the people involved, all of the ensemble cast. It's impossible to look at this, you know, from one performance or from one person's job, because without one person on the crew or the cast, it wouldn't have been the film it is.
And finally, are you excited or happy for your fans and friends to see this?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, I think the film's really good. I think we're all very proud to be part of something that I think all of us enjoy and think is something great. So yeah, I think people will like it.